began with the emergence of several primordial beings. First came chaos, the void, then Gaia, the earth, and finally Eros, the force of love. From Gaia came Uranus, the sky, and together they bore the Titans. However, Uranus despised his children, imprisoning them deep within the earth. Gaia, weary of their captivity, crafted a great sickle and gave it to her son Cronus. Lying in wait, Cronus ambushed his father when Uranus came to lie with Gaia, severing his father's genitals, which fell into the sea. From this act, Cronus freed his siblings and ushered in the age of the Titans. Cronus married his sister, the Titaness Rhea, and they became parents to many of the major gods. However, Cronus, haunted by a prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him, swallowed each child at birth. Desperate to save her youngest, Rhea sought Gaia's help. Following Gaia's advice, Rhea hid her newborn son Zeus on Mount Ida in Crete. And when Cronus came to devour him, Rhea deceived him by offering a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes. Zeus was raised in secret until he grew strong enough to challenge his father. When the time came, Zeus confronted Cronus, forcing him to release his siblings and sparking a great war between the gods and Titans. This war raged for 12 years, until Zeus freed the Cyclopes and the 100-handed giants, whom Cronus had also imprisoned. In gratitude, the Cyclopes bestowed gifts upon the gods. Zeus received his thunderbolt, Poseidon his trident, and Hades a helm of darkness. These gifts tipped the balance of the war, and the gods triumphed. The defeated Titans were cast into Tartarus, the deep abyss of the underworld. With the Titans vanquished, the gods claimed dominion over the cosmos. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades drew lots to divide the realms. Zeus became lord of the sky, Poseidon ruled the seas, and Hades was given the underworld. Zeus, now king of the gods, reigned from Mount Olympus, often using his thunderbolt and eagle as symbols of his power. He controlled the weather, from lightning to snow, depending on his mood, and was the protector of homes and strangers alike. Hospitality was sacred under his watch. Though married to his sister Hera, Zeus was notorious for his numerous affairs, both with goddesses and mortal women. Through these unions, he fathered gods like Athena, Hermes, Apollo, Artemis, and Dionysus, as well as many heroic mortals, such as Perseus and Hercules. Hera, fiercely jealous of Zeus's infidelity, frequently sought vengeance on his lovers and their offspring. Poseidon, one of the most powerful deities, ruled the seas from a grand palace beneath the waves. He also wielded control over earthquakes and was revered as the god of horses. Sailors prayed to him for safe passage, knowing that to offend Poseidon was to risk a perilous death at sea. His wrath could be severe, as seen in the tale of King Minos of Crete. When Minos failed to sacrifice his prized bull to Poseidon, the god punished him indirectly by making Minos' wife, Pasiphae, fall in love with the bull, leading to the birth of the Minotaur. Hades, the eldest of the three brothers, presided over the underworld, where the souls of the dead resided. His realm was guarded by the three-headed dog Cerberus and surrounded by the deadly river Styx. Souls could only cross the river with the help of the ferryman Charon, who demanded payment. This is why coins were placed on the eyes of the deceased in Greek burial rituals. Upon entering the underworld, souls faced judgment, determining whether they would go to Elysium, a paradise for heroes and the virtuous, the Asphodel Meadows, a neutral resting place for ordinary souls, or Tartarus, where the wicked and the Titans endured eternal torment. Hera, Zeus's wife and queen of the gods, was the protector of marriage and women, revered in Greek society. Yet her reputation for vengeance was legendary, especially against those who entangled themselves with Zeus. When Leto was pregnant with Apollo and Artemis, Hera tried to prevent her from giving birth. She also tormented Io, one of Zeus's lovers, turning her into a heifer and setting the 100-eyed giant Argos to guard her. Hera's enmity toward Hercules, the illegitimate son of Zeus, was particularly fierce. She sent serpents to kill the infant hero, but Hercules strangled them in his crib. Later, Hera drove Hercules mad, leading him to murder his family, a tragedy that set him on his famous 12 labors. Athena, goddess of wisdom and war, was born not in the usual manner, but from Zeus's forehead. Fearing a prophecy that the child his lover Metis carried would overthrow him, Zeus swallowed Metis whole. Later, plagued by an agonizing headache, Zeus asked another god to cleave his head open, and from it sprang Athena, fully grown and armored, letting out a battle cry. Athena became a patron of heroes like Odysseus, and was deeply revered in the city of Athens, which was named after her. She won the city's favor in a contest with Poseidon by gifting them the olive tree, a symbol of peace and prosperity. Ares, the god of war, represented the brutal and chaotic aspects of battle, earning little affection from gods or mortals. In contrast, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, was adored for her power to incite passion. Though married to the blacksmith god Hephaestus, Aphrodite had an infamous affair with Ares. When Hephaestus discovered their tryst, he crafted an invisible net to catch them in the act, humiliating them before the other gods. Aphrodite played a crucial role in the Trojan War, bribing Prince Paris of Troy with the promise of Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world, thus igniting the legendary conflict. Artemis, goddess of the hunt and twin sister of Apollo, was a fierce protector of the wilderness and a staunch defender of her virginity. When the hunter Actaeon accidentally stumbled upon her bathing, Artemis transformed him into a stag, and he was torn apart by his own hunting dogs. Apollo, her twin, was a god of many domains, including light, music, and prophecy. He founded the Oracle of Delphi after slaying the great serpent Pytho, becoming the god associated with prophecy and the guiding hand of fate. Hermes, the fleet-footed messenger of the gods, was known for his cunning and mischief. He carried a winged staff and was often depicted with winged sandals, delivering messages between gods and mortals. Demeter, goddess of the harvest, was most devoted to her daughter, Persephone. When Hades abducted Persephone and made her queen of the underworld, Demeter's grief caused the earth to wither, plunging the world into famine. To prevent disaster, Zeus ordered Hades to return Persephone, but because she had eaten the food of the dead, a pomegranate, she was bound to the underworld for part of the year, explaining the cycle of the seasons. Hephaestus, the god of smithing and craftsmanship, had a difficult start in life, cast from Olympus by his mother Hera for being born lame. However, he later returned and was reconciled with the gods, even marrying Aphrodite. He was renowned for his skill, creating armor for heroes like Achilles and many of the magnificent palaces on Olympus. Finally, Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry, was one of the most beloved gods, known for his wild followers, the Maenads and Satyrs, who celebrated him with frenzied parties and orgies. His cult became widespread across Greece, embodying the joyful, chaotic, and liberating aspects of human nature. These gods, embodying both the virtues and vices of humanity, played out eternal struggles for power, love, and vengeance. Their myths continue to resonate, capturing the imagination of cultures around the world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you'd like to support us for exclusive content, visit our Patreon page.